G'day guys, welcome back. Now today we're going to have a look at the RUKO F11 Pro 2 brushless GPS drone. I believe they just released this not that long ago, and what this is a 4K camera with a 3-axis gimbal and also takes photos in 6K resolution. They also claim this drone has a range of 3 kilometers or 10,000 feet, not only in the flying distance but also the FPV transmission from the drone to the phone, and also has level 5 wind resistance. A couple of batteries with this one as well. They're pretty high capacity batteries to give us a total flight time of over an hour, which we'll have a look at in a second. It also includes the usual flight options, which are pretty common in GPS drones these days. So we got orbit, we also have follow me, I believe waypoints as well as one key takeoff, land, and GPS home return, of course. So let's get it out of the box, guys. We'll have a quick look at the F11 Pro 2, and then we'll take it out for a test flight. Okay, so we've got a pretty neat looking carry case here. Looks like it's going to be pretty durable in the long term. As you can see, we've got the phone protector here, and everything is in its own place, nice and neat and tidy here. Now in this top pocket here we have a few of the accessories. So we've got the user manual here. I suggest you read that thoroughly. Okay, we have our C-type charging cables, one for the transmitter as well as one for the battery for the drone. We also have some extra spare props here with a screwdriver. And last but not least, as part of the accessories, we have 3 different style of data cables to connect your phone to the transmitter. So we got the lightning cable one here for the iOS devices. We also have a micro USB for any Android devices or a C-type. Okay, so we've got those. Now this drone comes with 2 batteries. I've already got one already charged inside the drone itself, and this one is a pretty large capacity lithium ion battery. It's actually a 3200 milliamp hour 7.7 volts, so it's a high voltage 2-cell, and this is a lithium ion pack. RUKO do claim that we're going to get about 35 minutes of flight time out of each battery. Okay, now here's the power button for the battery. As you can see, this one is in storage rate mode because I haven't charged this one up. I've already charged up the one that I'm going to use in the drone. But yeah, we've got 2 of these batteries, and they claim up to 70 minutes of flight time using both batteries. So that's a decent amount of flight time flying this particular drone. Now onto the transmitter. As you can see, we've got this little card cut out telling you all the functions of the transmitter itself. If you want to pause the video, you can do so and then read throughout all the different functions. And here is the transmitter itself, and it's got a clear film covering it here. I'll just peel that off. There we go. As you can see, the gimbal sticks are not actually screwed on, but they're actually underneath here. So let's screw them on now. There's one. There's the second one. And yeah, the gimbal sticks feel rather smooth. We've got a power button here. Okay, you just hold it down. I've already charged this up to 100%. As you can see, we got the telemetry. Okay, I'm going to turn that off because that's going to keep beeping because I don't have the drone turned on. Okay, now we've got our home return button there. We've got the speed switch in the middle, automatic takeoff and land. On the top here we have our record button there, as well as our snapshot button, and on this side we have the scroll wheel for the 3-axis gimbal tilt up and down. So I have this retractable phone mount here. Okay, and as you can see here, we got these little rubber ridges there to seat your phone or device in. And yeah, the feel of this transmitter is really nice. It's got like a rubber texture to it, and it feels rather good in the hand. To charge up this transmitter, just use one of the C-type charging cables provided. Like I said, I've already charged this transmitter up before making this video. Okay, so let's have a look at the new RUKO F11 Pro 2 here. In its length, it's actually a pretty decent sized drone. This is larger than any of the mini drones that you'd get on the market, like a DJI Mavic Mini, for example. As you can see, it just folds out. So the front arms are on the rear, fold them out to the front and vice versa. Got optical flow, positioning camera sensor on the bottom there, as well as adequate venting as well. On the side here we can see the SD card DVR, okay, and can take up to 128 gigabytes of data for the SD card. I suggest use a high quality card for the 4K video and 6K photos. Now this drone also has the remote ID already built in, and I believe this is the serial number if you're flying this drone in the United States. It doesn't apply to me here in Australia, but just to let you know, this also has the remote ID fitted inside the drone already. Okay, as you can see, the battery just slides in. Now this one is fully charged. It's that 3200 milliamp hour battery. We should get around 35 minutes of flight time that they're claiming. And we've got some LED lights on the front just here, and here is the 3-axis gimbal. Now this little camera has a 132-inch Sony camera sensor. It's also 8 megapixels, as you can see just there, and also has a field of view of 75 degrees. And as I mentioned before, this can shoot video in 4K at 30 frames per second. We'll see if there's any lower resolution options within the app when I go to fly it. It's possible that it can shoot 2.7K at 60. I'm not too sure yet. Okay, let's hit the power button. Turn it on. And that little musical tune is pretty reminiscent of a high-end drone. I think you can work that out for yourself. But as you can see, we've got an LED light on the front as the headlights, as well as a couple on the rear arms as well. And during that startup process, we could see the camera gimbal actually calibrate itself, and as you can see, it's working rather well here. So anyway guys, that's the overview of the RUKO F11 Pro 2. All we have to do now is take it up for a flight and see how it performs. Okay guys, as you can see, we're going to take the RUKO F11 Pro 2 drone out for its very first maiden flight. Haven't flown this drone before, and we've got the RUKO Mini app loaded up here. So I'm going to go into the control section, and I'll press the gear cog in the top right hand corner of the screen. That's for your settings. Now you can change from beginner mode, okay, or turn it off. I'm going to turn it back off. And as you can see, it's got the flight distance to its maximum. I've set it to metric already, so 3 kilometers worth of range, flight altitude of 120 meters, and the return altitude, I'm going to change that back to what it was before, around 53 meters. And below the altitude, we've got the storage settings of your video files and your photo scale. As you can see, they're from 2K at 50 frames per second all the way to 4K at 30 frames per second, and the box is actually to the right of the screen. You can't actually see the spec 4K 30 frames per second, but that would be the option. Okay, to the far right you can just see the blue box that's marked already. So I'm going to leave it in 4K, and you can change the photo scale and add some grids if you like to, but I'm not going to do that. All right, you've got the flight records. As you can see, it's empty because I haven't flown the drone yet. And we've also got some information there, voice prompt, metric in kilometers or inches there in mile per hour. So I'm going to leave it in metric. And it looks like we've got sufficient satellites there, as you can see the bar up the top. Okay, so before I take off, I'm going to press the calibration key, okay, on the transmitter. And we're going to just spin it around. That's calibration 1. Calibration 2, and it's saying to put the drone back down on a level surface. Now I'm going to press that calibration prompt there. Okay, and we've done the gyro calibration as well. Alright guys, well it looks like we're ready to go. I'm going to start recording. Okay, and we'll test out the feature of the automatic takeoff. Hold it down. Put it up in the air, guys. Alright. We're just going to let it hover there for a little while. Pretty windy day now, windy afternoon. Okay, footage looks pretty good. Just check the gimbal here, pretty smooth. All right, let's put it up in the air. And we'll take it out a bit. I think we're in speed rate 1 at the moment. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to send it out to the basketball court over here by the college. There we go. And then we'll try a home return. Send it over here. Got the telemetry there saying we're at 50 meters just about. Let's bring the camera down a little bit. Let's test the camera out. There we go. Push forward a little bit. Approaching 200 meters here. Good, great connection. Very nice. Okay. Horizon looks pretty good too. Just pan around slowly. And I'm out there in front of us here, the view from the drone. Okay, so I'm in that corner here. All right, so we are 206 meters away. Let's hit the home return. It should raise up to the 53 meters. I can see it line of sight here. It is raising up, and I can also see it on the video recording here. Just the gimbal down. And she should be coming back. Got a beeping noise, and here it is. It's coming back. Face the gimbal down. Nice smooth gimbal. You can just slowly pan up if you wish to. Very nice. Camera looks good so far. There we are. We're at the 53 meters, which I preset in the parameters. Okay. It's turning around by itself and starting to descend. It says that in the top left hand corner of the screen there that it is descending. There we go. Just coming down. All right. So it's a little bit off, as you can see there. There's the landing pad. And there's where the F11 Pro 2 landed. Okay guys, so let's stop that recording. All right, put it back on the mat here. And we're gonna send it up again. Let's take off again guys. Put up in the air. All right, now I'm gonna start recording again. Okay, now there's a little arrow button here, as you can see on the left hand side of the screen here. I'm going to click that. We've got GPS follow, so let's try that out. I'm going to get in front of the drone here. All right, and we'll try that out. I'm going to press it. We'll see if it will follow me. And it is following me. Very cool. There we go. At a pretty steady pace there. Let's speed it up a bit. Yeah, doing a great job. Lost me there a little bit. Bring the gimbal down. There we go. And what if I go towards it? Will it go back? See if I can lose it. She's turning around to find me. Bring the camera back up. As you can see, it turned around and it's coming towards me again. All right, let's get out of that. Done a good job doing that. GPS follow. Let's take it up a little bit. We'll try the surround mode. Bring it a bit closer, away from any trees. Okay, we'll bring it back down here. All right, I'm gonna lower the gimbal a fraction so I'm about center. And let's try a fly around. And it's going back, as you can see there, a couple of meters from where it started the surround mode. And it's going around that point of interest just there. I'm not in the middle of it, I'm on the boundary of it. But I can put myself in the center here. As you can see, she's gonna go around me. Very cool. That's pretty smooth, especially having a 3-axis gimbal. Works rather well. All right, let's get out of that. Now, it does have route planning. We've got night mode here. What's night mode? It's saying I'm already recording there. So let's try zoom function. Okay, so you can zoom in and out there. Too sure if that's going to pop up in the recording though. Okay, where am I here? Here we go. Okay, let's see what any other functions here. Route planning. All right, let's try this route planning here. Okay, so I want to select a few points of interest around the cricket pitch here. And let's send that. Oh, it's below 15 meters. Let's bring it up. Bring it up to 15 meters now. And it should start. Okay, and now, okay, I've got to redo it again. Just zoom in. Cricket pitch is in front of me. Let's send it out there. Okay, it's doing it. All right, it's doing it. So as you can see, bringing that up. It has stopped. It's got to turn around. It's continuing that path. Okay, so it is doing the 5 waypoints that I initially picked. It confused me a little bit at first, that second time. It's saying confirm once again. So let's go to that next one. You can see it on the map here. Flying to the next point. Bring that down here, you can see it there. Okay. Bring the camera up again. You can see it's just above the edge of the college there, and it should make its way back to the field here. So that works great. Looks like it's very accurate too. And should be coming to the final point here. There we go. All right. Towards the cricket pitch, which is just in front of me. Okay. Let's cancel that. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to take some. Am I taking video still? I'm not too sure. Just got out of the app there. Bring that back. Let's take some photos. Photos alike of the college. Get a little bit higher. So I'm in rate 1 still. It's the best speed to be in, especially for cinematic footage. Let's take a photo there of the college roofs. Fly over here. Go a little bit higher and see some of the street and neighborhood here. And one more just down this way. Okay. Let's start recording again. Double beep for recording to confirm that. And let's just cruise around. I'm going to go back in the shade here so I can see the iPhone better. See the skyline of Perth in the background. All right. Not a bad view there, and the horizon looks really good, nice and level. Camera quality looks great, 4K. Still got 59% battery on the drone. Okay, let's do another home return. Saying low battery return now, guys. Let's see how accurate it is. So I might just get out of that. Okay, it looks like it's just above the landing pad. All right, it's descending now on its own. All right, I'm going to get out of that. All right, now we're going to put it in the speed 2. See how fast it is. Speed 2, pretty fast. Okay, we got geofence. I can't take it out that far. But yeah, you can see it's much more quicker in sports mode. All right, well, I might as well land it, guys. That'll be it for this flight. This is the first cycle of the battery, so I don't want to get it down too low. Let's just land it on the pad here. All right, guys. I think I might be running out of SD card on my actual Osmo Action. So there you have it, guys. The first flight of the RUKO F11 Pro 2. I'll bring it out once again. We'll check out the distance on this one in another video. I'm just going to turn this off. Okay, I just turned off the transmitter because it was just continuing to beep. But yeah, guys, stay tuned. I really do want to try out the range test on this drone. I'll do it on a nice calm day, maybe down at the beach or down at the Swan River, and we'll test out its range. We had very good connectivity via the phone hooked up to the transmitter there with the data cable. And so far from what I could see on the phone while flying the new RUKO F11 2 Pro on its maiden flight, the camera quality looked very stable. And I'm pretty sure once I have a look at the footage and add it to this video, we're going to see some pretty decent 4K quality video, as well as the photos that I took also. The gimbal had no horizon tilt on this particular drone, which is great to see. A lot of these drones tend to have a little bit of horizon tilt at times, especially when you perform a left or right yaw. It will tend to tilt one way or the other, but this one looked rock solid. As far as I noticed during this flight, it looked level all the time. I didn't see any tilt in the horizon of this 3-axis gimbal here. So anyway guys, I'll leave a link of course in the description below, as well as a pinned comment to the RUKO website. I'd like to thank them for sending this out for review. So yeah, this F11 Pro 2 actually impressed me on its first maiden flight here today. Had no incidents at all with, toilet bowling like some other branded drones tend to do. It flew perfectly the whole time. It did exactly what I wanted it to do. And even when I tried those quick flight modes, perform the follow me option perfectly, even though it's GPS assisted, it doesn't have the, from what I could see, it doesn't have the image follow. But half the time those don't work properly anyway. But yeah, GPS follow me worked perfectly. Even the surround mode, as well as the waypoints that I tested out here today, it done that perfectly as well. So yeah guys, this might be a worthy contender to have a look at if you're interested in your first GPS drone. It certainly does claim to have the range of 3,000 meters or 3 kilometers or 10,000 feet, much like some of the other brands out there. So anyway guys, thanks very much for watching. This is a review on the RUKO F11 Pro 2. As I said, there'll be links in the description below, and I'll catch you on the next video guys. So I hope you had a great start to the new year of 2025. Enjoy the hobby as always, and I'll catch you on the next one.